Last week you called white Republican women cockroaches.
Actually, I didn't. And
but you said they're acting like cockroaches.
I used it in a similar
rhetoric.
Let me answer that.
Okay.
I used a metaphor.
Here's what I'm going to ask you all to do. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do.
Wow.
And as usual, Whopper Goldberg comes to save the day by cutting it to a break. Well, that was interesting. What a way to kick off Election Day. We got Sonny Hostin and Griffin on the spew, literally having heated exchanges to the point where Whopper Goldberg had to interrupt and save the day again by cutting it to a break. If you haven't been keeping up with this despicableness, because nothing ceases to amaze me on what these hags on this spew show are able to get away with. I don't know why this show has not been deemed a hate group for the things that come out of their mouth, and they are never apologetic about the things that come out of their mouth. If you haven't been keeping up with it, last Thursday, Sonny Hostin referred to white women that vote Republican as roaches voting for raid. I mean, you can't get any more racist than that.
I read a poll just yesterday that white Republican suburban women are now going to vote Republican.
Why?
It's almost like roaches voting for raid, right?
I think
they're voting.
No, it's insulting to the voter.
They're voting against their own self-interest. Do they want to live in Gilead?
Okay, so do we love
in the hands?
Do we love democracy or not? Because just saying that it's insulting to the voter. People make up decisions on what's right for their family.
Everybody knows that if it was somebody white that made the same comment and remarks towards anybody else, they would be fired. They would lost all their sponsorships, taken off the air, canceled so fast the door wouldn't have a chance to hit them in their ass on the way out. But somehow these old hags on this spew get some type of privileged pass to be able to say the hatred, divisive, mean things that they are able to say on that show. And they don't never face any consequence whatsoever. But now we have Sonny walking it back and denying it, saying that it is being twisted and taken out of context. It's more of a metaphor, that it is a simile. It was a similarity, which to me is still racist. And this is what we mean with accountability. These people are the people that always holler accountability, but these people don't take or accept any kind of accountability for the things that they say. So now, cranking off Election Day 2022, Sonny and Griffin, to me, Alyssa is a coward. Yes, she challenged her last week on the fact that she's alienating people that decide to vote that way because they don't think like her. They don't share the same ideology like her. They're not confused like Sonny. But she should have challenged her the way she's challenging her now about the things she said, because it's racist. And I think that she's a coward. Griffin's a coward because now she's challenging her after the backlash response. After she sees now what the backlash response is. Maybe she got backlash and they're saying, well, how did you allow her to continue to say that? I think that she is a fake. I think she's a Trump hater and she's a coward as well. But, it's very much needed that she's calling out. And I think it was all set up so that Sonny can try to make a way out. So Sonny's denying it now, claiming it was twisted and it's a simile, and then pulls the race card that her mama is white, as if it makes it okay for the things that she says.
Last week you called white Republican women cockroaches.
Actually, I didn't. And
but you said they're acting like cockroaches.
I used in a similar rhetoric. Let me answer that.
Okay.
I used a metaphor.
Here's what I'm going to ask you all to do. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to tone it down a bit because I can't hear anything.
Let
no
me
one
respond,
can hear what's being
but she
said.
just said I called white women roaches.
Go ahead and
my
respond.
mother's a white woman, so I wouldn't say that.
Go ahead and respond.
Second of all, what I used was a metaphor, really more in a simile.
A simile.
And I said, white women Republicans, I just read a poll that the suburbans are now voting Republican. That is like roaches voting for raid.
And as usual, Whopper Goldberg comes to save the day by cutting it to a break. Man, y'all know what's up, man. We know who is a threat to the democracy. We know who's a threat to the republic that we have here. We know who's a threat to our livelihoods and our families. We know who's a threat to our freedoms. They are always talking about the people on the right's rhetoric, But all we got to do is reference the things that come out of their mouth. We literally have people in government right now that refer to people that are Republican or conservative as extremists and a threat to something. And they refer to us, if you vote Republican, it's like voting for Nazis. And you know, Sonny's remarks, as racist as they are, they're no different than the rest of the rhetoric that we constantly hear from these people. This is their ideology. They have always been a party that thrives in identity politics, and they have always been people with the ideology that is systemically racist. They're the same party that refers to people as little black monkeys. I mean, these are the people, this is how they think. So Sonny Hostin's comments are no surprise to me. I think it's sad and it's shameful that they don't have any type of repercussion or backlash for the things that they're able to get away with and say. And this is why I have no remorse, and I have a deep disdain, and I'm never going to stop calling them out, and I don't feel sorry for them. And I'm going to hoop and holler and praise every chance I get when I see them fall. I always tell people, don't praise and wish on someone else's demise, but this is not the same. This is different, man. These people are harming people and putting people in harm's way with the things that they say. So I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. We know what she said was racist. This is just another hypocrisy, another double standard to show that these people and their ideology has always been systemically racist and has always been a fascist towards other people. It's sad and it's a shame, and we gotta do our part when it comes to this midterms so that we can clean this stuff up. We are the parent party. We have to try to do better. But in this time, in this culture war, in this societal evil versus good battle that we're in, we have to do what we have to do and make our voices heard every single day by calling out their hypocrisy and pointing out the truth and voting and getting our voice heard. And I think that this midterms is going to cause a lot of firing. We just seen Tiffany Cross just got fired. We seen Don Lemonfingers just got moved to pretty much a dead spot on the airwaves. I think that's just the beginning phases of them moving him out so that they're not called being racist because they're dumping all the black folks. And I think even with The View, someone's going to get knocked off. And I think Sonny's probably going to be the one because she seems to be the most dipwit out of all of them. And don't think I didn't see her literally admit on national TV during her show something fraudulent. From my understanding, when you fill out someone else's ballot, absentee ballot, basically filling in who they're going to vote for, that's illegal. So I'm probably going to make a video on that. I'm just trying to see how YouTube is going to react for people that's calling it out, as we know the terrain that we're in when we start speaking the truth. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I want to know what y'all's thoughts are. We know what she said was racist. Put it in the comments. I read them. If it's your first time on the channel, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell so that you get notified every time I put out a new video. Everybody else that's been supporting me, elevating my page, elevating my voice as usual. Y'all know I have a deep heart connection of very thankful and a lot of great gratitude for y'all's helping me elevate to where I am today. Please continue to like, comment, share, view, whatever that may be. Put a middle finger to the algorithm because we got a country to save. It's your boy, Craig Long 45. You can't make this shit up. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, oi.